Hello everybody and welcome back to Miss Kelly's Book Talk. Once again here on Wednesday to talk to you about books that I read whilst in quarantine this spring. So this week I decided our theme should be classical literature. Now, classical literature, as I define it, would be books from before I was born that have stood the test of time and are still popular to this day. Everyone can define it a little differently, but I make the rules. It's my video, so here we go. So all of these books that we're going to talk about today have been turned into movies. So if you like the book that I recommend, you can then go and have a family movie night and watch the movie. Because we own all of these movies at the library, and guess what? The library is reopened, so you can come in and get books and movies. Woo 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 woot! Very exciting. Something to keep in mind though is that our youth department, while it's closed, so you can't actually walk in and browse for yourself. I am sorry, that really stinks. You can come and see librarians such as yours truly and tell us what you'd like us to go grab. We'll run grab it to you, hand it over, you'll be set to go. It's going to be super exciting. I really hope I get to see you guys there. I'm going to be over at Montgomery. Be sure to say hello and let me know what books that you've read, that you've loved whilst we've been away from one another in our respective homes. And please let me know if you've read any of the ones that I've recommended, because that would make my day. All right, so classical literature. Let's go. First up on our list is a book that you might have heard of, a character you might have heard of, who is, in fact, practically perfect in every way. So Mary Poppins by P.L. Travers was published in 1934. Oh my goodness. And it starts with Mary Poppins literally flying out of the sky to let the Banks family know that she is their children's new nanny. Forget the fact that, you know, the Bankses haven't asked for a new nanny yet. They haven't put the advertisement out. Forget the fact that Mary Poppins has no references whatsoever with her. Forget the fact that Mrs. Banks never formally accepts her application to be the nanny. Mary Poppins just storms in and says, "I'm the nanny. Let's go." It's amazing. I love her. So, the Banks children are in for some truly wonderfully magical experiences. Not that Mary Poppins will ever admit that magical things happened whilst they were away from home. I mean, how incredibly improper, and how very dare you suggest that she would ever do something so improper. Rude. Now, some of their adventures include going around the world in just a few minutes using a magical compass, having a tea party on the ceiling, and eating gingerbread made by the oldest woman in the world. I'm so jealous. I want to go on some of these adventures too. I'd love to go around the world in like 60 seconds. Might make me a little dizzy though. Okay, so I give Mary Poppins 4 practically perfect stars out of 5. You can find Mary Poppins available on Hoopla and Libby for digital downloads, and at the library, because you can pick up books from the library now. It's so very exciting. Okay, so once again, Mary Poppins, 4 out of 5 stars. Let's continue on for our next classical book. I have one that is a little chilly. Okay, our next book is Mr. Popper's Penguins by Richard Atwater, published in 1938. So what would you do if you got a penguin in the mail? Think about it. A penguin sent to your home. It's your own to keep. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to send it back? Are you going to send it to a zoo or a sanctuary where it can be properly taken care of? Or are you going to keep it as a pet, open your freezer 24/7 to make sure that your house stays cool enough for the penguin to live comfortably, get the penguin a wife so that that way they can have lots of penguin children, and then take those penguin children and penguin parents all around the world, the country, to go perform, to make money to pay for all of the ice and tuna that you need to keep them comfortable. Well, if the last one sounded in any way at all interesting or entertaining, Mr. Popper's Penguins might be the book for you. Oh my goodness, they have 10 penguin children and 2 adult penguins. It's crazy. Mr. Popper and his penguins slid into my heart. They might just slide into yours too. I give Mr. Popper's Penguins 3 adorable baby penguins out of 5. And this one is available on Hoopla and Libby as well. And yeah, that's right. It's at the library too. Woo! All right, last book. Most exciting book. You ready? It's pretty spooky. Okay, next up is The Witches by Roald Dahl, published in 1983. Now, if you know me, you know that I love spooky books. They are one of my guilty pleasures, even if I am a little bit of a chicken and a little bit of a scaredy cat. I like them. I like them a lot. And this was just the right amount of comedy and spookiness that it wormed its way into my heart, and it was the reason I wanted to do this show in the first place, because I had no one to talk to about this book, and I needed to talk about it with somebody. So I'm so happy I can talk about it with you guys today. So, how can you tell if a woman is a witch? Well, does she wear gloves to hide her claws? Does she wear a wig to hide the fact that she's completely bald? And does that wig make her itch? So with her claws and her gloves, does she itch her head? Does she wear pointy shoes to hide the fact that she has no toes? Do her pupils change colors when she's mad? Is her spit blue? I'm not sure how you test that one. Good luck. Does she have large nostrils to sniff out children? Does she hate children? Do you know why she might hate children? Children smell like dog droppings to them. Can you imagine going around the world and thinking that every child you walk into smells like dog poo? Oh, no wonder these witches are so angry and want to get rid of children. Okay, keep that in mind. You might need it in order to keep safe from the witches. So, our main character is a young orphan boy living with his grandmother. His grandmother happens to have been a former witch hunter. She decided to become a witch hunter after many children in her village in Norway disappeared due to, you guessed it, witches. So, this young protagonist has spent his life knowing all the signs of witches and is prepared just in case he ever comes into contact with one. He doesn't think it's going to happen, though. I mean, how often do you run into someone that fits all of those descriptors at once? Well, turns out, if you go to vacation with your grandmother in England in a fancy hotel, and you happen to hide out in the ballroom to teach your pet mouse to do some tricks, you might run into the annual conference of witches in England, led by the Grand High Witch, as she discovers and tells everyone at the ballroom her new evil plan to get rid of all the children in the world by turning them into mice. Ah! She's so deliciously evil. I love her. But she's super scary. All these witches are super scary and super evil, and it is up to this young boy and his grandmother to stop them before they are able to put their evil plan in action. It is... Okay. Like I said, I really, really liked this book. It's just the right amount of spooky with the witches, you know, and adventure with the young boy trying to sneak his way through the hotel to thwart the witches and defeat them and save all the children of England from being turned into mice. I give The Witches by Roald Dahl 5 wickedly evil stars out of 5. So you can find The Witches on Libby. I highly suggest the audiobook for this one. Miranda Richardson, the narrator, does an amazing witch voice. All cackly and wah. Yes. Okay, summer reading. Have you guys signed up for summer reading yet? I hope the answer is yes. Because If you do, you can be entered in to win some fabulous prizes. Now, if you're not sure how to sign up for summer reading, you go onto our website, find the link to Beanstack, sign up through there, and do any of the challenges that sound good to you. Right now, our most popular one involves animals. So you can read a book, you can watch a live stream from the Brookfield Zoo. There are all sorts of fun things that you can do in order to win tickets to put in for a drawing to win some fabulous prizes. Also, when registering, please be sure to list the school that you attend so that they can be entered in for a chance to win some free books. So, once again, please sign up for summer reading. Please be sure to help your school win some books. And be sure to visit us at the library. Get some fun books from us. Say hello. We're very lonely. We've missed you guys a lot. So, with all of that being said, this is Miss Kelly signing off another Wednesday. This has been all my fun classical book recommendations. I hope you have a fantastic week. I'll see you guys next time.